Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. It's the Caramel Olive Mama, and I know I've been gone for a minute, but I'm back. And today I am going to bring you an update. Really, honestly, I'm going to do something really simple, like the no makeup look or everyday makeup look, because I'm about to attend a virtual event really quick, and I'm not going to just do a whole lot. So I'm just going to give you an update on everything that's been going on with me. For the last few months, I have been working like a slave. That is why I have not recorded. Recording is not the issue. Editing is. Editing takes forever and ever and ever and ever. So that is why I have not recorded the part 2, which is where I left off last in October, the part 2 of the rice water hair growth challenge video. I did it for a month, 4 times in 30 days. Each week with my regular washing deep condition routine. It did not get me a significant amount of growth. I went just recently 2 weeks ago and got my hair trimmed, and it's not much of a difference than where it was. So needless to say, I will not be doing a part 2 to that video. I can't say that it doesn't work. I will say that it did not work for me. So yeah, don't look for that video because I'm not going to post it, and I'm not going back through that challenge again because the rice water stinks, and I didn't want my scalp smelling like that anymore. Even after washing it out, it just seemed like I could still smell it. So I'm going back to what I know works for me and mine. Everybody's chemistry is different. It very well may work for you. I don't discourage anyone who wants to do it. So if you want to continue with the rice water challenge to see if you get a significant amount of growth or extremely fast growth, be my guest. I hope it works for you. Have fun. I will stick with what I know that works for me. All right. Thank you for allowing me to update you on that. Without further ado, I am going to go ahead and get into this no makeup routine. I'm going to come back with my brows done, face all, moisturized and all that, because that does take time, and I'm sure you don't want to sit around and see that. So stay tuned. All right, I'm back with my brows already done. And I'm just going to smooth out this top brow. I do not use the highlight concealer on the top. I use the same color here. Uh-oh. To kind of clean up my brows. Yeah. Because you don't want to look like you got halo brow. So I'm just going to buff that out just a little bit. Alright, just kind of give them some definition. Okay, so the next thing that I am going to do is, I've already primed my eyes, so I'm just going to take a eyeshadow. Look at my English, y'all. That is the same color, and this is one of my palettes from MAC that I just bought a whole bunch of colors, nothing specific. I put my own colors up in there. How about that? And I'm going to use the color Soft Brown, which is the closest one to my skin. I'm just going to put that all over my eye. And not too much. Because again, you kind of don't want to look like you have on makeup, but you do at the same time. I'm not being real neat with this. I am just making sure that I have enough on to show just a little bit of, just a little itty bit of color here. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's it. That's it. So the next thing that I am going to do, I'm gonna go ahead and get started on this face of mine. I need to color correct. So even though I'm not doing like a high color makeup look, I am always gonna color correct, because right here up under my eye is where I have some hyperpigmentation, and so I always try to cancel that out. And I'm using the Live Tinted Hue Stick in the color Rise. because that one works the best for me. And then I'm going to do I stopped using black eyeliner because it's just so harsh and it's just really, really like dramatic at times. So I don't use that anymore. I'm going to use Urban Decay's 24/7 Glide On Pencil in the color Whiskey. This is a pretty softer brown, just to give my bottom waterline here some definition. And that just kind of softens things up. I'm gonna take my beauty blender and buff this color correction out. And this is too wet, so that's why it's kind of like going away. I'm gonna have to put a little itty bit more. All right, there. And if you know, in my previous videos, this is always my problem eye, okay? So I always have to do a little bit more, it seems like, to that. Then I'm gonna take the same concealer that I used on my top brow, which is about the same color as my skin. Because anytime that you color correct, what they do not tell you is that you need to bring it back. You need to bring the color back. Otherwise, you're gonna see that correction up under your foundation. And this is the only time that I take my concealer and actually go under my eye. This is Estee Lauder's Double Wear Radiant Concealer in the shade 5N. And it's a neutral, and it brings it back for me really well. I'm gonna try to squeeze out some more of this water out of this beauty blender and just buff that out to bring it back to my natural skin color. Now this one does not, well, this is what I love about this concealer, it does not crease on me. I don't know what it is, but it does not crease on me, and I absolutely love that. All right, so now that I have that done, and I'm kind of rushing through this thing a little fast because, like I said, I have a virtual event that I have to be on in a few minutes. Problem eye, y'all. The problem eye. Okay. So now I'm gonna go in with my foundation, and I got matched for this over the summer. Y'all know I've had some foundation struggles. They have just been real type struggles. So I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna do 2 pumps of Too Faced Born This Way. Just recently got this, like I said, I got matched for it over the summer. It's in the shade Chai, and it's a great match for me right now in the winter. And I think it's gonna be a great match for me in the summer. I'm gonna do 2 pumps. And I'm gonna take it and I'm just gonna dot so I can see what the goings on is around here. Doo-doo. I don't have a whole lot of forehead space to work with, which is not that good. I wish I had a little bit more forehead, or 5 head, or whatever they're calling it now. Just give me a whole lot more to work with up there when I'm contouring. But I'm gonna buff that in, and I am using the NYX buffering brush. Now I just recently got this too. And I'm in love with the way that it buffs out my foundation here. Out of all the brushes that I have to apply foundation, this one is a fave. I will be using this a lot from now on. You just want to make sure that you buffer it out all that you can. It's looking real orange and wet and all that good stuff right now because I'm just putting it on, but it will dry. The dry down test is the truth, okay? The dry down test will tell you everything. please. Okay, so now that I have that on, it will take a little bit of time to dry. I am going to go in with my absolute fave concealer, my Makeup Forever's Matte Velvet Skin 24-Hour Concealer in the shade 5.1. And I'm going to still highlight. So even though this is a no makeup look, I still have a little bit of makeup on. And I'm just going to do this here. Now this is a pretty big wand, so it doesn't take but one dip, because a lot of product seems to come out on this. I don't highlight my nose, but I do highlight a little bit right down through here in the center part of my face. Now the reason I do not put the eyeliner up under, or I'm sorry, did I say eyeliner? No, concealer. The reason I don't go and do a triangle with my concealer is simply because I have fine lines here, cracks, crevices, whatever you want to call them for us more mature skin girls. And it just seems to crease a lot. It doesn't matter which one I use, with the exception of that Estee Lauder's Double Wear. Give it a great glow with the way the sun's gonna hit it. So, or the light, if you're not in a natural light. I'm gonna kind of brush that back up into my hairline almost, so I don't want to have like a whole ring. The very first time I contoured, it was like, I could see it in the photos. Nobody else knew what I was looking at, but I knew. I was like, what is, oh wow. Why do I have this ring around the rosy type thing going on my face? But then I figured out why. Because I put it up there. I don't have a lot of real estate forehead to work with, and that's what happened. Y'all see that? I'm not gonna contour down here. I'm just gonna do the cheeks, okay? Cosmetics brush. I just got this as well. This is a Heavenly Luxe Radiance Wand number 14, and I love it for brushing this off. I love the way it feels. It's one of the softest brushes that I have in my collection. Y'all see how that's coming off real good? Like no no creasing, no nothing. In love. So I'm gonna use my Fenty Beauty's Cocoa Naughty bronzer. or it's a Sunstockle bronzer, but the shade is in Cocoa Naughty. And I'm just gonna put a little bit of warmth back into my face here. And I'm just gonna dab it on right here to the apple of my cheek. I'm not gonna use a highlighter because again, this is the no makeup look, okay? Just right there. Woohoo. You can't really see it, but you can a little bit if I turn. All right, it's time. And line my lips. So I'm gonna do a real soft lip look today. And a little trick that I learned about keeping your lipstick from running all over the place, or gloss for that matter, you want to stop it. The trick that I learned was to make sure you have some concealer close around your mouth, and that's going to stop it. Foundation, something that's just going to keep it from doing what it's doing. So I'm going to take the shade, let's see, my MAC's lipstick in pink, the pink print. I think this was like Nicki Minaj's thing a couple years ago. And I'm just going to put it in the center here. Of my lips. Now that's not a shade that I would wear stand alone. That's a no-no for me because it's not my color. But I'm gonna do Dope Taupe in Mented on the corners. I know it looks like I done did some weirdo type stuff up here, but once you put it in, and you may be able to spread this pink out. Just a little bit. You got your nice little ombre look. I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna show you the finished look. All right, so I'm back with the finished look of the Soft Glam. Some people call it no makeup look. As you can see, looks like it's barely there, but it is. And I know I look a little wet right up there. It's because I just sprayed my face with setting spray. So look out for more videos coming from me really soon. I can't wait to see you guys the next time. All right, this is the Caramel Alex Mama, and I'm out.